Hello everyone and welcome. I'm so excited tonight to share with you the latest finding. Wow. And we're going to talk about a very important question, and that is, will MicroStrategy spike Bitcoin? And this is such a huge topic on my mind. You know, I've been kind of putting my mind onto MicroStrategy as a company. I'm putting my mind into Michael Saylor as one of the pro-Bitcoin advocate in the world, and especially more so today, putting my mind into the pricing of Bitcoin. So welcome to all of you to our YouTube channel. And if you are here for the first time, I'd like to invite you, go over to the chat right there and say hello. And thank you so much. I see very familiar names here. Welcome Joe, John, Carissa, Eric, Ken. Thank you so much for joining in tonight's show, all right? Now tonight I'm going to give you really powerful ideas. And this is going to span across not just on MicroStrategy as a stock, as a potential stock we're going to invest, but it's going to span across more importantly, I believe, into the pricing of Bitcoin in the very near term itself. So I'm excited to put together the information right here today, and I want to make sure you got your pen and paper all ready and all ready to fire up because I got very powerful stuff to share with you. So first thing first, I'm going to switch over the channel right now to take a look at the latest tweet that just panned out from the world of Twitter. Here we go. We're going to look at the latest tweet from Michael Saylor, and this just came out about 2 hours ago. And you know, he has just recently increased his position on Bitcoin. He just bought another $489 million cash to own 13,005 Bitcoins at an average price of $37,617 per Bitcoin. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, you have every chance right now to buy below Michael Saylor. And this is really what we want to do, to always buy below the insider's price. Because as we speak right now, price of Bitcoin is standing at less than $33,000 per coin. To be exact, $32,968. So this is a really important and material information to us. Now the question is, how is this going to help us? How are we going to make money on this very unique opportunity of MicroStrategy attempting to spike the price of Bitcoin? I'm going to switch my screen right over here to show you what is reflecting in the stock market. And this is what we do. We kind of connect between the stock market, what we observe, versus what we've seen in the crypto market. So the best of the Wall Street and the best of Crypto Street, all right? So when we combine these two together, we're going to have a compelling story or a thesis to put forward to you right here tonight. So this is the 1-year stock chart of MicroStrategy. I'm really excited right here because why? For the first time, if I do a refresh on the charts here itself, you're going to see that, wow, it has started to trade at $604. And the zone that we really want to dive in is right here in this particular zone. This is really an important zone to us because we were trying to get at a nice average price of $600 per share. And you can see it started to move at 603.66. But once I pan it out into looking at what the pre-market price is showing us, this is like crazy, all right? And in the pre-market, you can see back then we have an opportunity to go in at below $600 per share. Right now, it started to move to 603, and this is our observation right now. The market has started trading in the opening bell. Now, I'm going to put forward to you the thesis that I'm thinking about. Whether does it make sense for us to invest in a company or a public stock like MicroStrategy? So this is the first takeaway. We're going to make an informed thesis right out of this first very important question. The second important question is we're going to flip the chart right now to look at Bitcoin. Wow! And ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at Bitcoin at this moment. It is still floating at a 30,000 to 40,000 price range. And we're going to look at it from the beginning of the year 2021 and kind of float it around between the 30,000 to 40,000 price range window. So you can see right now what has happened is an unprecedented opportunity. Back in the days of the first few months, in fact, the January, February month of this year, it was trading at this range of 30 to 40,000. Right now, we have a second chance looking at this here, and we want to kind of understand what is Michael Saylor thinking about. And by the way, for those of you who do not know who is Michael Saylor, he is the CEO of MicroStrategy. And this guy is the #1 advocate in the world because on the public company list, he's the top holder of Bitcoin. And so if you want to see the influence of Bitcoin pricing, this is the man to watch out for, all right? So welcome to those of you who just joined us. And I want to tell you today's topic is, will MicroStrategy spike Bitcoin itself? So I'm putting out here the price of range of Bitcoin pricing. And I'm going to switch right away to the 15-minute candle. I think this is really important for us to study. And I'm going to click on it. And this is where it's happening right now. The market has kind of spooked off. There's lots of bad news coming out just on Bitcoin in recent days, from the extreme banning of Bitcoin in China. And not only that, recent comments from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, and he's saying that, hey, you know, inflation is really a major crisis right now because CPI just touched 5%. Now, what does that mean? For every single dollar we own, we're going to buy lesser and lesser amount of goods and services out there. So I'm going to kind of zoom at this moment, and you can see we have hit an all-time low for today at $31,710. And right now, we are still kind of floating around the range of 33,200 and to the range of 31,800. Now, what is the price that Michael Saylor paid for? Here we go. Just 2 hours ago, 3, 2, 1. He paid an average price of $37,000 per coin, which is far, far above right now trading at less than $33,000 per coin. So, we are looking at this very critical information, and I'm going to switch my screen right now to put forward to you a very, very compelling story. All right, here we go. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make this offering to all of you who tune in right here tonight. And this is kind of my giveaway for all of you who are really, really faithful, loyal fans, and you're tuning in. And I want you to know I'm going to put up a class, a free online class for you as you are watching the YouTube. And here we go. Let me show you the free online class right here, and you can go to the description right there below and kind of click on it straight away. All right, so here we go. This is the free online class for you available, and the topic is called, will MicroStrategy spike Bitcoin? This is the big story of the day. And of course, when you click on the link at the YouTube description, and this is the free class I'm offering you right here, and look at the gorgeous laser beam eyes. We call it the laser beam eyes, me and Michael Saylor itself. All right, and from here you can kind of register to enter to the class for free, and I'm going to take you through this journey. Here we go. A quick shout out about Michael Saylor as an entrepreneur. I have high regards for this gentleman. He's otherwise known as the Giga Shed. And once you click on it, what I want to show you is you can navigate right at the bottom here. Once you study everything about Michael Saylor himself as an individual, as an entrepreneur, and more importantly, as the CEO of MicroStrategy. I'm going to click complete and continue and kind of put forward to you the very compelling story. What he has done, he has pulled off a really what we call a record on Wall Street. And you know, he's running a public company. For us in the public companies, you know, I'm sitting as a board director in one of the public companies as well. It is all about our ability to raise capital. So I want you to write down raise capital in your little black book, and this is kind of the habit that I have. Okay, and make sure you are doing that as well and pass on the good habit. And I'm going to zoom in onto this screen right here so that you can see it really, really big over here. First of all, as a public company, he has done the impossible. Number one, right here. he has pulled off what we call a Dutch auction or a stock buyback just to buy Bitcoin. And how much was that? $60.5 million. And if I click on this link right over here, this was published on 15th September last year in the year 2000. Now, if we go back to 15th September year 2020, and I kind of click back over here, and I'm going to move my charts on the Bitcoin. This is how we study what is he thinking about, all right? So this is on a one-day candle, and we're going to move right up to September last year, and it's 15th September will be exactly somewhere around here. Here we go. This range right here. All right? That was how he started. And I'm going to put this out to you right here in front of you so that you have very, very clear visibility how he go about playing this very, very important game, all right? And I'm going to put it out all in front of you, and here we go. We're going to move this on the left and kind of share with you. Here we go. All right, nice. Now I got everything lined up here really nicely for our viewers, and you can see on the left hand side what I've done is to capture on this date, September. This is a very important day in September last year. He went in to buy how much? $60.5 million worth of Bitcoin. And back then, the price of Bitcoin is kind of floating around the range of less than $12,000. Now, this is really important. And he has pulled off impossible, the first on Wall Street, doing a stock buyback just to buy Bitcoin. That is point number one. And then we go and click complete and continue on the next step. And this was the actual announcement from the MicroStrategy company's official IR website that's called Investor Relations, so that you can kind of reverse engineer and kind of capture the official press release. And we are really working on just verified information. So I'm going to go on to the second part. The second feat he has pulled off is to do what we call a convertible debt offering. Wow, this is like junk bonds. He one shot pull off $1.05 billion from the marketplace. Now you see the information like this, what must you do about it? All right, so I'm gonna click on this guy over here, and you can see this was published on, what was the date? February 2020. He pulled off $1 billion just to buy Bitcoin, right? And I want you to know, this was announced after he bought Bitcoin. And so we're going to start the journey on the left hand side on the chart to kind of monitor, okay, before he made the announcement of 1.05 billion, how he go about raising money to buy Bitcoin. Ready? I want you to focus your attention on the price chart right here, right? On the price chart right here. Right now it's sitting at $11,000. Here we go. We're going to go all the way to the time frame of February 20th. All right, February 20th. And here we go. 11,000 shot up to 13,000. 13,000 keep floating around, shot up to 15,000 on the Bitcoin. Floating up, hit 16,000, hit on the all-time high back then, 18,000, and we are in the month of November. 18,000, hit 19,000, 888, and this is really the nice, beautiful number we are always looking out for, 19,888. And we are just right now in the month of November, and then we move to the right. Here we go, 23,000, 24,000, and we are still in the month of December, and here we go, shoot all the way to 29,000, 33,000, and this is again a very, very beautiful number. I want you guys to take note of 33300. 33300, and today you have every chance to buy below this price, because right now Bitcoin is officially trading at $32,800. all right, but we are looking at the game plan, how he pushed up the price leading to the announcement on 20th February, right? Here we go. We're going to continue move up here. 33,000 hit to 36,000, hit to 40,000. Boom! And right now we are officially in the month of January. There's a little dip right here. And this dip is a correction, very common, part of the volatility of Bitcoin pricing. And there's a further dip down to 32,000 and then drop to 30,000. So this moment in time, what have we learned? $41,950. And then it dropped to a low base point price of 30,000. And when you see this kind of movement right here, right, it's like crazy. This is the moment where most traders will freak out. They will get out of the market because they have no commitment. And back then there were not many bad news, and those were the first batch of faint-hearted traders that gave up the race. And as we continue, here we go, and it goes straight up to 48,000. And right now we're on 7th of February. You're gonna move some more. 14th of February, 50,000. Here we go. 21st of February, all the way. We are right now at a press release, and it kind of dropped off, and then it shot up to 61,000, and finally it hit up 64,000. I'm gonna slow down right now. Kind of take a breather for everybody so that you can hold your horses. But we're gonna bring up a few important salient points. Number one, it went on the all-time high 64,000. All right, and that was achieved in the month of April, about close to 1 month plus, starting from this press release on 20th of February. Very, very important information. I want you to know that, all right? Meaning to say, what we have done is kind of a reverse engineering. Back then in September, when the price of Bitcoin is floating like less than $12,000, and he was quietly accumulating Bitcoin with a war chest of $1 billion. I want you to know, with a war chest of $1 billion, this is what he has taken Bitcoin less than 12,000 all the way to $64,000. This is the man. You're looking at him right now, all right? So we are not done on that, all right? So he pulled off what we call a record on Wall Street with the second phenomenal tool, what we call a convertible debt offering of $1.05 billion. This was announced in February, and we are not done yet. So I'm going to go bottom right here, complete and continue. And here we go. The third instrument. All right, again, this is backed by the press releases. We always want to reverse engineer and check all this has been verified. And these are the two announcements leading to the 1.05 billion offering as published on MicroStrategy IR page itself. So here we continue to the third instrument. This was pulled off really recently. Here we go. A senior secured debt offering of $500 million at an interest rate of 0%. So I want you to take a step back and understand. There are plenty of people throwing money at Michael Saylor and him as a company, MicroStrategy, paying 0% for raising $500 million. This is how brilliant this guy is, all right? He's done 3 instruments so far, right? So we done a stock buyback, which is called a reverse auction. We done a note offering, and right now there's a secured debt offering. Now this is $500 million, and here we go. We're gonna open up this link and let you take a look. This is like crazy. Here we go. Where was the article? Right here. This is next one is 24 February. We're done on that. I think I didn't put the latest link right here. Later I'll find you the latest link. Let me just click on point number 4, and here we go. This is June 14, just about a few days ago, about 5 days ago. But this was combined in announcement with the 4th tool that we've done. That's what we call shelf registration of common shares at $1 billion. So the article that we want to look at is from Bloomberg. And this is kind of a humongous, all right? This is the Bloomberg article right here. 1 billion total right now is a total of $1.5 billion that has been raised by this crazy man. So you take a step back. Back then, if I list out the dates for you, And I'm going to put it out very clearly in front of you right here. We did a very detailed timeline of Bitcoin purchases. Every single thing that he done, you can click on the link below and you can get access to these materials right here. But this is the really, really important work that we want to do right here. Here we go. I'm going to zoom out a little bit right here and kind of a breakdown for us to know in sequential sequence. What does it mean for Michael Saylor to be equipped with 1.5 billion war chests today? Today, right now. Ready? Here we go. We're going to start from August 2020. And once we start on August 2020, you know, is kind of looking at, wow, back then he started with $250 million just to buy 21,000 Bitcoin. And then the number of Bitcoins, this is accumulated. From 21,000, he built up to today 105,000 Bitcoins that he owned. And the latest as of today, right now, 21st of June, he just took 500 million out of his 1.5 billion war chest to buy 13,000 Bitcoin. And right now he's standing at 105,085. So I want everyone right now to take out your calculator, right? This is a really important moment in time. Wow! We're going to see that, wow, he took out so much cash to buy, and what was his average price? Shown right below here. Here we go. The average price is shown right here. Dun, 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 dun. And here we go. 2.741 billion. Acquiring 105,085 Bitcoin, average price of 26,080. This is the average price of what he paid. But of the 1.5 billion war chests, he has used up half of it. So this is the important line. He got 1 billion more war chests to sustain the price. So I'm going to switch the screen right now again back over to here so that we kind of understand what's in store for us. All right, ready? Here we go. Right now we are looking at the live chart and we are right now floating today at 32,000. So this is the important range, and I'm going to put a red box right here and we're going to focus on our synthesis of this very important information. Put it right here, and here we go. Here we go, 42,000 to 30,000. We're going to put this red box here. All right. And with this red box, we're going to draw across here. He has used up 500 million. He's left right now with 1 billion war chests. So I'm going to type out right here, 1 billion war chests. Here we go. Where is the price of Bitcoin going to be headed? Obviously, he going really fast and furious. He's trying to hold the price, and of which he purchased at $37,000. He got $1 billion more to go on to play this game. And that's the reason why I feel Bitcoin is going to stay at a $30,000 to $40,000 range. Now, you take this perspective, and we kind of map out a plan for the next 3 to 6 months' time, where this will take us. And I'm going to switch back my screen right over here and kind of have an open discussion with all of you. So every one of you who are logged into the live chat right now, you just have to do one simple thing. You have all this information I shared with you from the beginning of time until right now. Where do you think is the price prediction by end of this year? I just ask you a simple question. Where do you think is the price prediction by end of this year? Can you put it into the live chat right now and just put a nice number, nice round number, how you feel about the price, and just fire away in the chat. All right, I want to see you fire off away in the chat, and I want to see what is the price you are thinking about with all this information that has been presented to you. Here we go, putting some music for you. Whoa! I see 100,000, 105,000. Woohoo! They all want some. This is like crazy. Keep moving.
On my body, I'm loving the heat, but it won't
Here we go.
free. If you want me, then prove it, baby.
Ready? 3, 2. Wow, the number's crazy. Woo! Here we go.
I'm a sinner, let my lover cry on the dance floor.
Wow, you guys are crazy, and I tell you, you're not crazy enough. What do I mean by you're not crazy enough? This is the latest prediction that's just been released in the crypto market. And I say that you're not crazy enough because we are looking at $450,000 by the end of this year, 2021. You seen it right here, mama. And you are not crazy enough because most of your predictions fall short of 450,000. All right. Now here's the big takeaway. Even if we don't hit 450,000, I really love this article so much because it gives us some kind of sensing into the future, because the worst case scenario that we are looking at is 135,000 price on Bitcoin by end of this year. Now, we're going to put forward to you the thinking, what if this is true? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to look right into this all important line in this particular article right here. Things then start to heat up. First, he's preparing us for the worst case scenario, and I'm going to read out to you this interesting paragraph. Even the worst case scenario for Bitcoin, will still see it trade at $47,000 in August. Now you kind of take the current price of $32,000 right now, and I just take out my calculator. So very simple. 47 minus 32, that's a profit of $15,000 per coin, all right? And if you take 15,000 divided by 32, you're experiencing a 46% profit move if we hit 47,000 in August. And how many months is that truly? July, August. About 2 months to go, and bam, we are hitting about 50%, potentially close to 50% profit return. And then we kind of finish reading up this particular paragraph because it says over here, wow, a slight reversal in September places the minimum target at 43,000 for the month, only to be followed by 63,000 in October, near current all-time high. So it's saying that on the chart itself, here we go. We are looking at right now, we hit kind of a bottom. And this is the analysis. It's saying that, okay, from 64,000, we kind of hit down right here. And by the time we kind of hit in around September, I just move a little bit to the left, and you can see September on the charts. Here we go. We go back to September on the charts, and here we go. 64,000 move down to here. And if I want to go to September, which is right here, I'm going to move up back here. This is the rebound we are talking about. This is the V shape. And this is what is meant by hitting 63,000 in October, near the current all-time high. All right. And things then will heat up with $98,000 on the cards in November, and a giant 135,000 by the end of this year. So I want you to read this article with really an open mind and kind of digest it, because we always need to have a balanced view of someone who is really crazy fanatic about it, and balance it off with someone who is super conservative about it. Let me introduce to you the really conservative guy coming into the picture. Here we go. And that's none other than our rich dad poor dad, Robert Kiyosaki, making out a projection to buy at $24,000. You're looking at $24,000, mama. And he's saying, okay, he expects the price to drop further and kind of pick it up at 24,000. And he's a doomsayer right here. Biggest crash in the world history is coming. buying more gold and silver, waiting for Bitcoin to drop to 24,000. Crashes, best time to get rich. Take care. Now, then you look at everything I share with you tonight and kind of put them together. Here we go. We have Michael Saylor, who just completely raised $1.5 billion, and straight away he fired off his first shot. $500 million went up to buy Bitcoin at average price of $37,000. Today, you're trading at less than $33,000. Michael Saylor has another 1 billion war chest to go to ramp this up to like crazy. You know this man. I shown it to you. You know this man. Now, when I say you know this man, what do I exactly mean by that? All right, let me show you. What I meant is he pulled off 4 things that none of the Wall Street guys were able to pull off. Number 1, a Dutch auction share repurchase, $60.5 million were raised. Number 2, a convertible debt offering, $1.05 billion were raised. Number 3, senior secured debt offering, $500 million were raised. And number 4, he just put a self-registration to raise another $1 billion war chest at an interest rate of 0. So he's flush with cash. He's going to continue buy up, and this guy seems to be doing it right. Continuously raising money from the public market, and at this moment in time, we present to you 2 very interesting opportunities. That's why we call it, will MicroStrategy spike Bitcoin? Number 1, here we go. We're going to recap what we've done here for tonight. Check this out. This is the stop price of MicroStrategy, and we are looking for a nice sweet spot price to get in at less than $600. So you're looking at a very strong support line that's being broken tonight right here. I'm going to draw this line across to here, and today this is trading at $598 to be exact. $600 is a very strong support line. It has dipped below right now. To me, this is a golden opportunity. Now, for some of you who are more conservative, then perhaps you may want to aim for a 450 right here. 450 right here. And that, again, depends on your risk profile, all right? Now, I'm looking at this. I'm going to deploy my funds into this particular company because I've not seen anyone who can pull off 4 different instruments to raise in the public market just to do one thing, to buy Bitcoin. This guy knows what he's doing, all right? And second thing I want to share with you right here tonight is that, holy moly, if we reverse engineer all the trades that's done by him, which is shown exactly right here, we got a detailed breakdown of this sequential order. And I want to encourage you, go very quickly, go and download, go and enroll into this free online course at the link on our description right below. Click on it, go and register for it, and based on this information, you can kind of see that, wow, here we go. This is the entire structure that caused Bitcoin to hit an all-time high. He done it once. I believe he's going to do it twice, and he's going to keep repeating this because we are looking at a very focused individual who has built his entire portfolio just on one thing, Bitcoin. So based on that, combined with the prediction that's coming to pass by end of this year, tonight you have a chance to evaluate and answer this question. Will MicroStrategy spike Bitcoin? I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and every night I'll be tuning in at 10 p.m. Singapore time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you know, more importantly, I've given you a free course right here tonight. Go and enroll into the free course, and you have access to all this information I share with you here tonight for your reference. And I hope that you do very well in reverse engineering and have the commitment to go out there. And we call it YOLO. You only live once. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you are just one spike away. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. And good morning to you in the US.
I try so